I'm here to expose a software called GoodReader Pro. It has many problems in practical use, but both Apple and the software developer refuse to issue a refund. Now, I will first state the 9 issues it has. The first issue is the lack of system-level split screen function. Although it is clearly stated on the app's introduction page that it supports split screen function, in reality, it does not support it. The second point is the problem with vertical continuous translation mode. The third point is the lack of support for Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Thai languages, Laotian and other text annotations. The fourth point is the issue with Apple Pencil support. The fifth point is the absence of lasso functionality. The sixth point is the lack of global file search functionality. The seventh point is the lack of pressure sensitivity support for the Apple Pencil. There is no pen stroke when writing. The eighth point is the lack of the iPad's wake-up function. The ninth point is that it is listed in the China region but does not support Chinese. The app only supports English. So, in the time to come, I will separately introduce the 9 issues it has. Firstly, it needs to be explained that its split screen feature. It clearly states support for split screen functionality in Apple's App Store, but in reality, it has significant issues with supporting split screen functionality. For example, when I use PDF Expert, I can create an infinite number of split screen groups. This is one, and this is another. Then I can create another split screen group, and then drag this split screen group here. I can even open the same file simultaneously, and both sides operate independently, but this split screen functionality simply doesn't exist. For example, if I tap it again, no new window appears. It doesn't support creating a new split screen. So it actually involves the issue of misleading advertising. The second issue is, there are serious problems with its vertical page flipping mode. For example, now I switch my iPad to portrait mode. It can't shrink this page. When I scroll up and down, it also cannot scroll continuously. It can only automatically jump to the next page. Now let's take a look at the normal situation. What PDF Expert is like. PDF Expert can freely zoom in on pages, or zoom out, and can scroll up and down normally. It also doesn't automatically jump to the next page, providing a very smooth reading experience. The third issue with GoodReader is that it does not support Chinese, Japanese, Korean, or Thai languages, Lao and other text annotations. I will demonstrate what kind of problem it will cause. For example, if I want to annotate a single word, it will annotate the whole sentence, because it distinguishes based on the symbol in the middle of the characters. To differentiate, if I want to annotate a single word, there's no way to annotate it. It can only annotate the entire sentence, unless it is in English with spaces between each word. This serious bug has not been fixed to this day. I have been through 7 months of feedback. But app like PDF Expert can annotate Chinese text very accurately. Let me demonstrate it here. For example, it can annotate this character very clearly. And it won't have that situation where each character can be independently annotated. It won't have the issue in GoodReader, where only a whole sentence can be annotated. The fourth issue is, there are also problems with the support for the Apple Pencil. Firstly, as soon as this pencil touches the screen, it will activate the annotation function. Without any action on my part, it automatically starts annotating. But because its support for Chinese is problematic, there is no way to annotate properly. Next, inside this PDF Expert, if I haven't selected this function, then it can be used with this pen to perform sliding selection, and also to precisely choose a certain section of text. for copying, dragging, and other operations. All of these cannot be achieved in GoodReader. Furthermore, there is a second issue with the writing experience in GoodReader, which is not smooth enough. For example, after making annotations, it requires an additional save click in order to save. However, in a normal PDF export, it automatically saves and allows for further writing without the need for extra steps, which would be more intuitive and efficient. The next thing to mention is the 5 missing features that it lacks. The first one is the lack of lasso function. For example, in PDF export, I can use the lasso tool to select an image. For deletion or copying, I can also use my own drawings to lasso select, move, or delete. However, in GoodReader, it does not have this lasso function. This is a very common and important function, but it is missing. The second feature it lacks is the global document content search. For example, if I want to search the content of this book, I can directly search for the text within the document and retrieve it. This is possible in PDF export. Now, let's go back to GoodReader. It does not have the capability to search the content of the document by keyword. It can only search by name. This is also a significant gap between it and mainstream PDF readers. The third issue is that GoodReader Pro does not support pressure sensitivity. For example, when I use this to write text, every stroke has the same thickness. It does not support pressure sensitivity for the Apple Pencil, so let's go back to using PDF Expert for writing. It has pen strokes, just like normal handwriting. You can clearly see the variation in thickness. If I press harder, it becomes thicker. If I draw lightly, it becomes thinner. But this is not supported in GoodReader. The fourth drawback is that GoodReader does not support the iPad's Keep Awake feature. For example, in PDF Expert, it supports continuous keep awake while reading by enabling this option. But in GoodReader, it doesn't have this feature option. Additionally, there is another significant issue. It is available in many regions worldwide, including China, but it only supports English and does not support Chinese or any other language.